Well, many of you, I bet, have never heard of the Presidential Records Act. This is a law that was put in place after Watergate and the whole Nixon era that basically establishes public ownership of all presidential records. And so basically all the document material in the White House during a presidency, at the end of the presidency, the documents, and this also includes videos and other forms of media, they have to be turned over to the National Archives, who preserves them for history, or if those documents are ever needed for an investigation or for other means. And there is a process for the president and the administration to dispose of certain records if they deem necessary. They have to get the views of some of the archivists at the National Archives. It has to be a proposed disposal, which has to be obtained in writing. So there's a process that you have to go through. So I want to kind of start today's video, today's centrist report, with what that law is and what it does. And it basically gives you, the American people, ownership, we the American people, ownership of these presidential records. Now, over the last few days, there's been some reporting, and it's been verified by many outlets, that former President Trump and likely members of his administration illegally shredded documents by hand, literally ripped them up. And another reason we know this is the committee investigating January 6th, some call it the Unselect Committee, call it what you want, but they won a Supreme Court ruling a few weeks ago that said former President Trump cannot block the committee from receiving the documents that the National Archives have in possession from his administration. And the committee has been receiving hundreds and hundreds of pages of documents related to the 2020 election and the January 6th riots. And believe it or not, and this is head scratching, literally scratching my head here, they have been receiving documents that were ripped up. The archivist at the National Archives had to tape them back together. I mean, why does President Trump have dogs in the White House? Not to my knowledge. Was it homework being ripped up? Were they hiding some things that they just didn't want to be archived? Who knows? We may never get the truth, or we may get part of the truth someday. But, a lot of you may be saying, Steve, why is this relevant? So what if he did? Big deal. Let's take a look at this clip and remind everybody what happened at the end of the 2016 election. We'll watch a couple minutes of this together. Here we go.
We begin the readout tonight with an unfortunate flashback. Remember when this happened?
Breaking news tonight, a bombshell from the FBI director. 11 days to the election, the feds investigating newly discovered emails related to the Hillary Clinton private server case, found during a separate probe into sexting allegations against her top aide's husband, Anthony Weiner. New information still coming in. Donald Trump seizing on a stunning turn of events.
That unprecedented moment, no doubt, changed the course of history. FBI Director James Comey tossed a giant bucket of gasoline on the simmering flames of mainstream media hysteria over Hillary Clinton's emails, reopening an investigation that had already overshadowed the entire 2016 campaign, and emboldening the rhetoric that America's orange-hued political menace, Donald Trump, and his MAGA devotees and campaign had been spewing for a full year and a half.
Hillary Clinton should be in jail for what she did to our national security. The email scam, crooked Hillary's emails. This was not just extreme carelessness with classified material, which is still totally disqualifying. This is calculated, deliberate, premeditated misconduct. If that were a Republican that did what she did with the emails, they would have been in jail 12 months ago. Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails that are missing.
Of course, literally to no one's surprise. Our discount Miss Mussolini and his cronies did not actually care about the proper preservation of.
Enough of that. That's typical left-wing rhetoric right there. And of course, the readout, she does that quite a bit. But that's not why I wanted to play the video. The meat of what I wanted to show you was towards the end of the 2016 presidential campaign when former FBI Director James Comey reopened the Hillary Clinton investigation. We all remember back then how Trump and the Republicans were saying Hillary needs to be in jail. Lock her up. Lock her up. Because they believed that she had disposed of or was hiding thousands and thousands of emails. Where are the rest of the emails? Remember, Trump was saying he asked Russia if they knew where they were to get them, to find them. We all remember that, okay? So I just think that this is another sign of hypocrisy where you have a president and his administration literally ripping up documents, doing the same thing they called Hillary out for, except hers was hitting the delete button on an email program. Now, if this was a Democrat violating the public records law that we just discussed, Presidential Records Act, I'd be calling them out for the same thing. Under no circumstances is it okay for a sitting president and any member of his administration or his lawyers to rip up and tear up documents and then hand them over to the National Archives. So this story actually even gets a little deeper. Back in January, the National Archives retrieved 15 boxes of Trump White House records from Mar-a-Lago that should have been turned over to the National Archives when former President Trump left the office. And it's been reported that some of those documents contain typed out conversations with Kim Jong-un. And, who knows? There could have been other matters of national security. 15 boxes. You ever seen 1 or 2 boxes of paper? Imagine 15 boxes of documents and media collected from over 4 years of a presidential administration. Those records were required by federal law to be turned over to the National Archives at the end of the administration. They weren't. They were put on an airplane and flown down to Mar-a-Lago, where President Trump kept them for safekeeping. Is there something in those boxes that he didn't want anybody to see? Who knows? Anyway, so that's my view of this. Like I said, whether it was President Trump, President Obama, of course, if President Obama had done this, the Republicans would be all over it. Again, I'm looking at this from a centrist view, from in the middle. I called it out when Hillary Clinton was involved in her email investigation. I was wondering where the emails are, and if she deleted any from the server, that was totally inappropriate. And then now you have a former president who's breaking federal law by ripping up documents and hiding boxes of other documents at his home in Mar-a-Lago, Florida. Anyway, that's the Citrus Report for today. Let me know in the comments what you think about this story and give me your thoughts. I'd love to read them, whether you're left or right or center. And please remember to like and subscribe to this channel. Like this video to get it out to more viewers based on these YouTube algorithms. We would love your support in that. And thanks so much for watching this Citrus Report. I'll be back with another one next time. Thanks for watching.